All right, Shalom. We're the brothers from Great Millstone, Chicago. First off, start by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Waharakah, Korash. All right, and we like to say double lines to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, and salutations to all you brethren that's doing this work in truth and in sincerity. All right, and basically, man, we're going to get in on basically proving that the natives of this land, who they call the Latinos and then Indians, are in fact Israelites, man. You know, according to the Bible, you know, according to history and prophecy. All right, so we're going.
Can we grab this 50 and 33?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Hey, that's right, man. And you see that right now in today's society. You know, and how do you know that that's talking about today, man? Because when you go into the scriptures and you read about the account of Babylon, you would know that it was mostly southern kingdom in Babylon. You know, northern kingdom was in Assyria. You know, so they wasn't really oppressed together. All right, in that situation, man. So it's talking about a different Babylon, where they'll be oppressed together, man. And we know that this is the modern day Babylon, man.
Mm-hmm. Because we know that the scripture says that the house of David will be rebuilt as the days of old, man. As days with King David ruled, man. When all 12 tribes were one kingdom, man. You know, and that's what's going on right now, man. We stand upon our lot, you know. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. All right, us, you know, standing bold. All right, and restoring back the house of David, man. All right, the one stick and the second stick, man. You know,
that's right. I got that right.
Ooh, that's it.
Ezekiel 37. I'm starting 15. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions.
Right. So that will be the southern kingdom, man. After King Solomon died, the kingdom split into 2 kingdoms, man. All right.
Right. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
Right. You know, which is the northern kingdom.
And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand.
And that's the house of David being built up as in the days of old, man. All right, and that's happening here in America, man. All right, because when we continue reading, or when we read Second Ezra, the 13th chapter.
Oh, we're gonna get that.
You know, matter of fact, you know, if you have any other scriptures, you could bring that one out, because it lets you know that we should abide here. We're going to be abiding in that land until the latter days, man. You know? Go ahead.
I just got a precept to show, basically, man, that the Israelites was basically, I'm going to just read the precept. This is 1 Kings 12 and 18. It says, then King Rehoboam sent Adoram, it says, who was over tribute, it says, and all Israel's sluggy. It says, and all kind, sluggy. And all Israel stoned him with stones that he died. Therefore King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot to flee to Jerusalem. It says, so Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day. All right, so I don't think this is matter of fact, I'm gonna go to 1 Kings chapter 2 verse it's like it's 2 Kings chapter 17 verse 6. It says, in the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria, it says, took Samaria and carried away Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Hahalah, it says, in the Habor, and in the river of Gazan, it says, and in the city of the Medites. All right, so that's showing you that the northern kingdom, all right, well, when Judah, you know, the southern kingdom was in Babylon, that the northern kingdom was in Assyria, you know. Hey, so going back to his precept, where would they be joined together? You know, they would be joined together here, man. It's prophecy, all right. And so that cuts anything about just it being all black Israelites, man. All right.
Yeah, because Ephraim was mixed also among the nations, man. So Ephraim is a Canaanite turn, man. All right, that's what it says, until there's confusion of faces, man. Because his seed has been scattered across the four corners of the earth, man. You know, so a seed is not only gonna look like your typical Negro, man. You know, because the Most High he's a man of variety, man. All right. It says we are into him as a speckled bird, man. A speckled bird has different colors on him, man. You know. He got precept on.
Oh, should I bring out that speckled bird right now?
Nah, it was up to you. Shit.
Oh, I had this. So this is John chapter 10, verse 15 and 16. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I laid down my life for the sheep. You know what I'm saying? Because he's only sent to the lost sheep of Israel, the 12 tribes. Verse 16, and other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. You know what I mean? That other fold, those are the 10 tribes. You know what I mean? That peaceable multitude that came over here to this side of the world, Arzareth, new land.
And that shows, man, that we are here, like when the scripture in Jeremiah, all right, we will be here together, man, all right, oppressed, all right, because in all these other captivities we was in, man, we was basically split up, Well, I mean, we had certain northern kingdoms, we had certain of them split off from the house of I think it was Rehoboam, because he was too harsh on them. So they went and they was in the land of Judah, man. All right, and they got taken into Babylon. So we did have some northern kingdom that was with us, but the majority of them, was in Assyria, man. All right, so that prophecy takes place here, man. That's where we gonna be oppressed together, here in the land of the north, man.
That's right.
Oh right, where's that scripture at?
That's what I was looking
Please
for.
get that.
Find it.
Jeremiah 16:15.
Yes, yeah, I think so.
What
or 14, no?
When well, I thought you were talking about when
you put the garment, the split garment.
Oh,
no, I was looking for when certain northern kingdom stayed with
Oh, okay.
southern kingdom.
Oh, but no, 16 and 14 is a great one. Can I bring it out? You look for that one, I'll bring this one out. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. Oh, this is it. And from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Right. And the land of the north, that's America, man. All right, where we were sold in slavery, to serve our enemies, man. It says in Deuteronomy 28:68, we should go back to Egypt again. All right. Egypt represents the house of bondage, man. America is that new spiritual Egypt, man. All right. Spiritual. Was that Revelation 11:8? So we're in that Egypt again. So we were saying here to serve slavery, man. That's what it says in the land where they say you're not the children of Israel. There you should be called the sons of the living power, man. That's where is that at? Here in America, man. Because what it says in Jeremiah 17:4 says that we should lose our discontinue from our heritage, man. So that happened through what, man? Through slavery, man. Being scattered, the diaspora. All right, that was that great falling away, man. But now the Lord's giving Israel back his flesh, his sinews. Most importantly, that breath. All right, so we're being quickened again by the word, man. Now we're in the Most High stirring up our minds to remembrance, man. All right, as if we knew as before, man. I mean, what, man? Now we understand that we're the Israelites, man. All right, we're not to know our true nationality, man. You know, but we get that second Esdras, the 13. Or if you got a precept.
Yeah, I had this right here real quick. This is 1 Kings chapter 12, verse 15. It says, "Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people." It says, "For the cause was from the Lord." It says that he might perform his saying which the Lord spake by Ahijah. It says the Shilonite unto Jeroboam, the son of Nebat. All right. It says so when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, it says the people answered the king, saying, "What portion have we and David?" It says, "Neither have we inheritance and the son of Jesse to our tents." It says, "O Israel, see now." It says, "Now see to thine own house." It says, David. It says, "So Israel departed unto their tents." And it says, "But as for the children of Israel which dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them." You know, and so it was a northern kingdom dwelling with Judah, man. You know, and they got snatched up too, man. You know.
Right. So we're in a remnant of Israel, which is the northern kingdom, if I should say, stayed with Judah. Because there's also an account in the New Testament. I think her name was Anna. I think she was from Asher, I believe,
she was Asher. Yeah,
Asher.
Yeah, she was.
Right. So it was a small remnant of the northern kingdom, that stood with Judah, man. But primarily the whole 10 tribes, they came in to a land where no man dwells, man, and Lord willing, we'll get out right in a few.
Yeah, this is 2 Ezra chapter 13, verse. I'll start at 39. "And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters."
Right, and if you just notice, when you read the New Testament, the majority of the tribes that are mentioned are the Jews, man, the so-called Jews. The other tribes aren't really mentioned, man. Why? Because they weren't they weren't dwelling in Jerusalem anymore, man. All right, they were in the land of America, man. But go ahead.
Come. "And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land." 2 Ezra chapter 13, verse 41. "But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country, where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Right.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsareth."
Right. Now, if you look at the image, I had to give the passage, man, of how they got to the Americas, man. And it says the Most High held
still
the flood, man. Because around that area is the waves of the waters. It's how you call it? It's a real.
It's the ocean.
Right, it's the ocean, right?
You know what I'm saying? It's deep. It's heavy. It's powerful. You know what I'm saying? It consumes all its space. You know what I'm saying? It's the Most High held the waters so that we could pass through, peaceably, with no trouble.
Sailing.
Yeah, just cruising all the way over here.
Calm.
Yeah.
But
2 Ezra 13, verse 46. "Then dwelt they there until the latter time."
To the latter time.
Right.
Go on.
"And now when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the peace of the multitude with peace."
Right. And it says right there, until the latter time, man. If we get Genesis 49, and 1, because it lets you know where the prophecy that was going to befall all 12 tribes of Israel, man. You know, now if you mention it mentions, if you want to read verse 1, then jump down where it mentions Gad. I think it's verse 19.
Okay. It says, and Jacob, this is Genesis 49:1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Right, in the last days, man. Now, we just read right now in 2nd Ezra that the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes, were going to be in this land where no mankind dwelt in the latter days, man. All right, so there we know, now we know that Israel is going to be in America, man. Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 49, verse 19. It says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Right. Gad is he's part of the northern kingdom, which is the so-called Native Americans, man. It says Gad. Read it again.
It says Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last.
Right. A troop shall overcome him, man. How was that, man? With conquistadors, man. All right. Esau sent his troops to the Americas, man. All right. And what they got? They got a genocide, man. They got slaughtered, man. All right. Through sword. All right, through diseases, man. All right, through deceit, you know. So they were overcame by Esau, but it says what? But at the end, Gad shall overcome them, man. All right, because the Most High is making Esau bare, man. All right, and the Most High is gonna put the spirit on Israel. Okay, it says who shall rouse them up? Who shall rouse up Judah, man? So the Most High is gonna stir up all the tribes, man. But it says Gad shall overcome at the end, man. All right, and Gad, this is his land, man, America, man, because and the whole northern kingdom was brought here, man, and it was the land that the Most High gave unto us, but nevertheless, it's gonna be destroyed by nuclear fire, because the Holy Land as well is Jerusalem, man. But right there lets you know, man, that Gad was gonna be there at the latter end, man. All right, just more than that. That was it on that.
That was it on that one. Well, I'm gonna I got this precept in Romans, because you can't just think on the carnal sense, man. The scriptures give you signs like Deuteronomy says, these curses shall be on you for a sign and a wonder, man. And the Lord gives you signs who are the children of Israel, man. All right, and one of those signs is having faith, man. All right, believing in the name of the Lord. Because Scripture says the faith is of the seed of Abraham, man. It says not to see, not to seize as in many, but one, man. The Lord was dealing through Abraham, Isaac, then Jacob, man. All right, now them sprung the 12 tribes, But this is Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God, Hey, so hey, who else is pushing this word, man? Who else is it the Moabites, man? The Ammonites?
The fake Jews, man.
They right. Hamites? Who else, man? Hey, the only people you see out there is so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. As a whole. Why? Because we got the same spirit, man. A zeal, but not according to a zeal, but we got it according to knowledge. But most of our people got the same spirit, man. A zeal, but not according to knowledge, man. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. And one of them is not knowing that we are one people and our Lord is one, man.
Right, because in the curses, it lets you know that we're gonna be in a low condition, man. We should be the tail and they should be the head, man. It says if you get actually one curse, it says they should come as the eagle flieth. That was Esau, man.
Oh man,
that was Esau who came in Americas with that's his symbol, man. All right, that's his so-called mascot that the Roman Empire, the Greeks, all right, the in America they use the symbol of the eagle, man. You got it. I think this is probably like 50 something. You know, because it lets you know that Esau, that they came in and oppressed the northern kingdom, man, through the curses, man. Because you know, that was, it says that it was a nation, a fierce nation. All right, you find it. You know, and when we read the book of Lamentations, the 4th chapter, it names him as the eagle again, man. You know, Obadiah says it again, man. You know.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah. Here it is. Yeah. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49, and Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Right, from the end of the earth, man. All right, they came in here, all right, from one side of the earth to the other side where we were at, man. All right, keep going.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
We didn't understand English, man. All right, that's why Christopher Columbus came with Hebrew interpreters, man. Because he knew the prophecy in 2nd Ezra 13 chapter that that the Northern Kingdom had came to the Americas, man. All right, which further secular proof that secular history proof that you know that we were here living here, man. You know, there's more than that.
Kind of have one right here. This is Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. All right, this is, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Right, man. So who did that to us? Man? Who beat our nationality out of us, man? All right, Esau, man, the so-called white man. All right, they started you know, it's there's an old saying, man. Don't kill the Indian, but kill the Indian out of them. You know, something like that, man. That's what Esau did, man. All right, they'll beat the so-called, you know, they're not Indians. That's what Esau calls them. You know, they took their Indian out of them, all right, and put them in boarding schools, all right, and they started teaching them to be like them, man. You know, and that's how, you know, Esau was able to get rid of their culture, man. You know, but the same thing happened to all the tribes, man. You know, Judah came here and what's that movie, Roots, TV show with Kuta Kente? All right, they're forcing a English name Tobit upon him, man. You know, and generation after generation, man. All right, they were able to do it, man. I says they oppressed heritage, man. What's that second Micah 2? You know.
Oh right.
But yeah, Bob, sure you could finish reading that Deuteronomy. I think it was the other verse.
Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Right, and what they do here, what the so-called white man did when they came to America, man, they started destroying the children, you know, women and pregnant women. All right, they didn't regard old or young, man. You know.
This is Cristobal Colon never laid down his sword, man. You know?
Yeah, shit, that was a judgment that Most High put upon our people, man.
Oh, Khan.
You know?
Yeah, if I could back you up with this, though.
Khan.
This is Baruch chapter 4. I'm gonna start at verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. That's why Romans 15:4 says what? It says that all things written aforetime were written for our learning, you know what I mean? Khan. Verse 5, be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath. You were delivered unto the enemies. So like the brother brought out earlier, that these are signs, you know what I mean? And wonders that are going to be upon the children of Israel. And who went through these atrocities, the slavery? It was the northern and southern kingdom of Israel, you know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, you know, confusion of faces that are scattered among all the nations to the four corners of the earth. Because there's Israelites that look Chinese and East Indian and you know, like all the other nations, because we're mixed there, you know what I'm saying? We've served slavery throughout the whole earth.
You know? That's right. Yep. Yeah. Is there more? We got anything else? Yeah, man. So it was just all through the spirit, man. Brief points that we had to make concerning the Northern Kingdom, because Northern Kingdom is definitely a part of the tribes of Israel, man. I mean, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, man. Because what other group is pushing the 12 tribes, man? All right. And by its name, man, it says the tribe of Issachar, the tribe of Naphtali. All right, we're sealed 12,000. All right, so those men, those prophets, gotta be known and seen. It says, then it shall be known who are my chosen. So the prophets are gonna be standing on their feet in the latter days, man. Like it says in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. So those prophets out of every tribe, all right, are gonna be out there in the streets pushing the word, man. Like the bro read, it is spirit bear witness, man. So, yes, we have scriptures to prove, who are the children of Israel, but it's all spiritual. It's all about faith, man.
We also got something called confusion of faces, man.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that the so-called Mexicans are not the real Israelites, man, then you got a whole nother ball game when it comes to looking at a so-called Japanese or a so-called Chinese person, all right, and he might actually be an Israelite, man, or a so-called white looking man might be an Israelite, man. You gotta you ain't gonna receive no type of understanding on that then.
Right. Because also Judah, he was so-called white man. Esau, he raped a lot of the Southern Kingdom women, man. All right, so a lot of so-called Negroes, that you look like, you see and they look like Negroes. Their seed goes back to Esau, man. So you gotta be. This is a spiritual thing, man. But brothers got anything else to say, man? So with that, man, hopefully this video was edifying. We like to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rukak Wadash. Okay, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect out there, pursuing word and truth and sincerity and all charity. Till next time, we'll say shalom, and a bar.
Shalom.